Welcome to Metro News coverage of the 2025 American Legion State Baseball Championship Tournament. We are at Dale Miller Field at Milan Park in Morgantown for this year's event. Tournament coverage brought to you by MVB Bank, Pro Performance, the Visit Mountaineer Country Convention and Visitors Bureau, Greer Industries, Lang Monument, and HealthWorks. Let's head to the ballpark for today's play-by-play action.
And good afternoon. Welcome to Dale Miller Field. Dave Wilson with you as we get set for an elimination game. Berkeley Post 14 takes on Parkersburg Post 15. It is a cloudy day. Temperatures in the mid-80s. Storms could be lurking as the afternoon wears on. Starting lineup first for Berkeley Post 14. They will be the visitors today. Trace Huff will lead things off. He's at second base. Liam Healy's in right, batting second. Braylon Edwards at first, bats third. Jameer Brown is the shortstop, hitting cleanup. Wyatt McClintock, the designated hitter, bats fifth. Braden Oviedo bats sixth, plays third base. Cole Smith behind the plate, batting eighth. And Brett Pedersen and Sam Hefner round out the starting line for Berkeley Post 14. First pitch, a ball. Second pitch is a ball from the big right-hander from Ravenswood. Brady Swain on the mound for Parkersburg Post 15. And he delivers a strike over the outside corner, make it 2-1 on the leadoff hitter, Trace Huff. 2-1 pitch is hit in the air left field, ranging over as Davis will make the grab on the run for the first out of the ball game. One away, Liam Healy will be the batter. Right fielder from Jefferson County will stand in. Left-handed hitter Davis, McLean, McCarter around the outfield for Parkersburg. West, Parker, Holiday, and Swain. Third and first in the infield, Boyce back behind the plate for Post 15. The left-hander digs in against the big righty Swain. He misses outside a ball. 1-0 on Healy. Hit on the ground foul up the first base side. Berkeley Post 14 lost its opening round game 8-5 to Charleston Post 65. Parkersburg had a quick turnaround, played the late game last night against Morgantown as the 1-1 pitch misses down and in. That game went 9 innings. Post 2 won it in a walk-off. 5-4, so Post 2 will play later tonight. 2-1 pitch misses out a ball.
What a fun game that was, Dave, yesterday night. Kyle Wiggs, of course, on the call, Post 2 winning in extras. We had a lot of baseball yesterday, and we've had a great baseball today so far.
Jack Carlson joining me this afternoon as that pitch misses outside a ball. Healy gets a one-out walk. They had a comeback victory in Game 1 as the Berkeley Bash topped Clarksburg, eliminating Clarksburg from the tournament. This is an elimination game as well, obviously. Berkeley County and Parkersburg. 2 winners brackets games coming up tonight. Edwards at the plate, skies it on the infield. Third baseman West will make the catch about 15 feet down the line for the second out of the inning. Two away, and Brown will be the batter, the shortstop from Martinsburg. This Berkeley Post 14 team, you've got Washington represented, Jefferson High School, Martinsburg, Hedgesville, Musselman, all represented out there in the Panhandle. And it's up and in, ball 1 to Jameer Brown. Parkersburg, you get that mix around Jackson and Wood County, Ravenswood, Parkersburg South. Wirt County making up the Post 15 squad this year. 1-0. High and away. Snap throw to first, but back in plenty of time is Healy. Two and nothing on Brown. He takes a rip at the 2-0 pitch. Hits it into right center field, ranging over McLean. McLean makes a dive, and he comes up with the catch. What a play by McLean in center. He went a long way, and he laid out to make the final outs of the first inning. I got a little turf burn on the artificial surface, but ranging way to his right, gave it everything he had, and never had a doubt about it. Half inning in the books, no score, Dale Miller Field. You're listening to coverage of the American Legion Baseball State Tournament from Metro News, the voice of West Virginia.
Greer Industries.
Inside all of us lies a potential to succeed. The definition of success differs for each of us. It's personal. One size doesn't fit all. At MVB, we believe in relationships supported by technology, product offerings, and industry knowledge. We believe in your imagination, your determination, and your grit. Our financial services keep pace with your ambition and empower your limitless potential. We say yes if, when other banks say no because. At our core, we power potential. We strive to unlock the potential in you, your family, your business, and your community. Your success is our success. You deserve more than a bank. You deserve a trusted partner on the financial frontier. MVB, powering your potential.
Let's return to coverage of the 2025 American Legion State Baseball Championships on Metro News.
To the bottom of the first we go. Here's the starting lineup for Parkersburg post 15. Carter McLean, well, we've already been introduced to him. He plays center field, leads off for post 15. Dylan Holliday bats second, plays second. Evan Swain is at first base, batting third. Caden Parker is at short. He's the cleanup hitter. Cooper Kincaid is the designated hitter, batting fifth. Colin McCarter is in right, batting sixth. Batting seventh is Peyton West at third base. Wyatt Boyce behind the plate, bats eighth. And Eli Davis in left field rounds out the starting nine for post 15. They'll face the right-hander from Jefferson County, Jackson Earl, on the hill for post 14 this afternoon.
And Dave, how often do you see it? A player makes a great defensive play in the field and then they lead off the following inning. That's exactly what we see here with McLean. We'll see if he can pay it off with a base knock.
I believe that is the rules of baseball karma. So McLean, a left-handed hitter, will stand in first time today. And the lefty from Parkersburg South will hit it on the ground. Right at the shortstop, Brown. Gobble up. Throw to first is closer than it could have and should have been. But a good dig by Edwards will get the speedy McLean at first. I don't think Brown estimated McLean's speed there. He just about beat that out.
Bang, bang play.
Second baseman Dylan Holliday.
That looked routine all day, and McLean, Brown will keep that in mind next time. So one pitch, one out. Dylan Holliday from Parkersburg South to the plate. And the right-hander takes inside, ball one. One and 0. And the pitch downstairs, a ball. Did I just hear thunder rumble?
You did indeed.
That's what I thought. Keeping an eye to the west, obviously. That's where the weather's going to come from. But there were some storms over in the Wheeling area about an hour and a half ago. 2-0 pitch. Just off the outside corner. 3-0. And they were headed this way.
Certainly hope to avoid any further weather. We had our fair share of delays in the opening game of the day.
And it's looking awfully dark to the west. 3-0 pitch, and Holliday taking all the way. And it's 3 balls and a strike. They got the storm that came through this morning. It was a storm. You had red and orange on the radar. That pitch is ripped through the hole between short and third. And a one-out single for Dylan Holliday.
Chance to get something going for Parkersburg. You mentioned earlier the quick turnaround for them from last night to today. It's important that they have a good start in this one and establish themselves early.
Yeah, that game probably finished, after 10 last night. Now, that's a big deal when you're an old man and want to go to bed. You're 16, 17, 18, 19 years old. That's a different story. You can rebound quickly. But that's what old guys say, Jay.
Absolutely.
Swain stands in. He takes a rip at the first pitch he sees. Inside, outs it down the left field line. This is going to slice foul out of play. Evan Swain over at first base. Brady Swain on the mound today. Both from Ravenswood, obviously. Jackson Earl getting the start on the hill for post 14, second elimination game of the day. As Swain waits on the 0-1 pitch. Here it is. And he pulls this one foul down the right field line, and it's 0-2. Clarksburg's been eliminated. Berkeley Bash moving on. No balls, 2 strikes on Evan Swain. Runner at first base, 1 out. Holiday takes his lead. Not going anywhere. And the 0-2 is up high.
It was a nice comeback win in the first one by Berkeley. They were down 5-1 to Clarksburg, who scored 5 runs in that second inning. But just slowly but surely, the Bash chipped away at the lead and then eventually had that walk-off double by Maddox Sims to win it and survive to face another day.
Good hit right down the left field line. Put it in the corner, no doubt about it. Runner takes off for second. Here's the throw. That's going to sail into center field. Sliding in, Holiday stays put with the stolen base. Pitch was a ball. And now the count's even at 2-2.
Yeah, fortunate that the center fielder Hefner was backing up on the play. Otherwise, Holiday could have had more than just one bag.
Swain now has a runner out in scoring position in a 2-2 count. Parkersburg trying to plate an early run, the 2-2. And we go from 0-2 to full count. Fastball misses away. Parker on deck. Swain waiting for the payoff pitch. Earl looks back towards second, comes to the plate, and Swain just catches a piece to stay alive. We'll re-rack and do it again. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runner out at second, 1 out. Bottom of the Parkersburg first. Earl to the plate, missed outside. So he got 0-2 and ends up losing Swain on a walk. And Caden Parker will be the batter with runners at first and second, 1 away.
Nice patience there from Swain, waiting it out, as you said. Down in the count, 0-2, easily could have mailed it in, but he kept on waiting. And patience is what we have seen throughout this tournament so far be the name of the game. The team who is the most patient works their walks. That ends up being a decision maker in these games.
Parkersburg with an opportunity. Parker chases the first pitch. High on the infield. Infield fly rule called. Brown makes the catch anyway at shortstop, 2 away. Two down. Cooper Kincaid will be the batter.
Cooper Kincaid.
Earl trying to work around a single and a walk here in the bottom of the first inning. And the first pitch to Kincaid, he takes inside a ball.
Kincaid certainly has that presence of a slugger in that right-handed batter's box.
Yeah, big guy. Right up on the plate, a Parkersburg High product. Long pause, the 1-0 over the outside corner. Ball and a strike to Kincaid.
Kincaid 6'4", 200 to be precise.
Earl readies the 1-1. This one skips away from the catcher, Smith. It'll roll toward the third base dugout. That'll easily allow both runners to move up 90 feet. And Kincaid has him at second and third here with a 2-1 count.
Good opportunity for Parkersburg to strike first in this game. Going to need a 2-out hit from Kincaid, but he is ahead in the count 2-1 and has 2 men in scoring position.
Now time is called, and Trip Tobin, the manager for Berkeley Post 14, will make his way to the mound, talk to his pitcher and catcher here. Looks like they're talking mechanics right at the moment. Release point, make sure you're not pulling your body. Earl not hitting his spots here early. The umpires will mill around a little bit, walk out toward the mounds. All right. Hey, we got a storm coming, boys. We need to move.
This is just game 2 of 4 today, so certainly.
There are some very ominous looking clouds floating over Milan Park. Second and third. And the big batter Kincaid in the box now. 2 balls and a strike. 2 outs. Earl trying to leave these guys stranded in scoring position. The 2-1 delivery. Kincaid takes a big rip and fouls it at the plate. 2-2. Earl, working from the first base side of the rubber, brings the break-even pitch to the plate and nearly threw it away. Nice backhand stab by the catcher, Smith, just to get some leather on that pitch. Otherwise, we're talking about a 1-0 game at least. So now 3-2. You don't necessarily have to come after him here, but you'd hate to walk the bases loaded. Payoff pitch, and he walked him. Pitch missed down and away. Second walk of the inning for Jackson Earl, and now the bases are loaded for Colin McCarter.
Right fielder
Still going to take a base hit here to get a couple of runs across the plate for Parkersburg. So McCarter, the right fielder, in the box with a runner at every base here. And he takes the pitch down, skips over the head of the catcher, Smith, all the way back to the backstop. 1 run will score. The other runners advance 90 feet, and Parkersburg takes a 1-0 lead.
Well, the wildness has cost Berkeley so far in this inning. Earl walking 2 batters to load up the bases, and then there, just impossible for Smith to catch. Wild pitch. Allows the run to score.
Yeah, that hit out in front of the plate, maybe caught the front lip of the plate, and it just shot straight in the air. Nothing Smith could do about that at all. So now the 1-0 is downstairs. It's 2-0. 2 walks, 2 wild pitches in the inning by Jackson Earl.
And Earl is frustrated out there. He's going to have a visit by his shortstop, Jameer Brown. Get some coaching. Brown, of course, pitched yesterday in Berkeley's opening game of this state tournament.
So Earl trying to find his rhythm and get out of the inning. 2-0 on Colin McCarter at the plate. The 2-0 pitch hit on the ground to the shortstop, Brown. He'll scoop, sidearm over to first base. The throw pulls the first baseman off the bag. He's able to get the swipe tag down to end the inning. Parkersburg scores 1 run on a hit. Left 2 runners stranded. 1 inning in the books. Parkersburg 1, Berkeley nothing. Listening to coverage of the American Legion Baseball State Tournament from Metro News, the voice of West Virginia.
Summer at Dan Calva Toyota World, we have trucks, and more trucks. With over 250 Toyota trucks here and on the way, we guarantee we have a truck for you. Come check out our 2025 hybrid Tacomas that offer 326 horsepower and 4.75% for 60 months. So come get your brand new Toyota truck today at Dan Calva Toyota World in Fairmont. Shop the world.
I'm Sean Kovich, Mountaineer Golf Coach. When disaster strikes your home, business, or golf game, call the restoration company the Mountaineers call. Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration.
You're listening to coverage of the 2025 American Legion State Baseball Championships on Metro News.
Top of the second inning, Wyatt McClintock, Braden Oviedo, and Cole Smith are the scheduled hitters for Berkeley Post 14. Parkersburg has a 1-0 lead. A single by Dylan Holiday, couple of wild pitches, couple of walks. And that plated the only run. And really, Jackson Earl, for not really being able to find his spots there in the first inning, able to pitch out of that trouble, only give up 1 run.
Yeah, he should be very fortunate. Feeling very fortunate about that.
McClintock, the designated hitter, stands in, takes the first pitch on the outside corner. He's from Musselman.
DH Wyatt McClintock.
Left-handed hitter facing the big righty, Brady Swain. Swain's 0-1 delivery. Swung on, chopped back up the middle, over Swain's head, and this will scoot into center field. A leadoff single for McClintock.
Solid piece of hitting just over the pitcher's head there, and Berkeley has a leadoff base runner.
So Braden Oviedo will stand in. That ball just out of Swain's reach. That high chopper up the middle. So runner at first base, big lead, but he stays put, and the first pitch in there, a called strike to Oviedo.
Third baseman.
See if Berkeley tries to force the issue here a little bit. McClintock. Nice lead at first. This pitch is ripped down the left field line into the corner. This will be extra bases. McClintock around second. He's going to get waved around third. Here comes the throw. It's going to be not in time to the plate. McClintock safe at home. Here goes the throw to third, trying to stretch it into a triple. And Oviedo is going to be tagged out at third base. The throw coming in from left field went all the way to the plate. Oviedo saw his opportunity, but he'll be cut down at third. Give him an RBI double to tie this game here in the top of the second.
Yeah, certainly the base running doesn't take away from what was a tremendous hit by Oviedo. He just clobbered that ball down the left field line. Has himself an extra base hit. Ties up the score at 1.
This pitch chopped right back to the pitcher. Swain will field, flip to first, Swain to Swain, and there are 2 away.
That's good for Brady Swain out there on the mound to quickly recover after giving up that run. 1 pitch, 1 out, settle back into things.
Nobody on, 2 away, and Brett Pedersen will be the batter. First pitch to Pedersen is fouled away. That center field cam is shaking with the wind blowing out there. Stiff breeze blowing into the ballpark. 0-1. This ball is going to be looped into left field. That's a base hit with 2 outs. Pedersen not trying to do a lot with it. Flips it over the shortstop's head. Runner on first with 2 away, and the number 9 hitter, Hefner, will come to the plate.
Hefner was productive yesterday from that 9th spot in the Berkeley order. He was on base a couple of times with a hit and an RBI walk with the bases loaded.
Swain at the belt. Misses down and away. Ball 1 to Hefner. Pedersen, couple of steps off first base. Not going anywhere. And a swing and a miss and a high fastball. One ball and 1 strike. This pitch hit the other way. This will drop in front of the right fielder, McCarter. Back-to-back hits with 2 outs for Berkeley here in the top of the second inning, and it's back to the top of the lineup and Trace Huff.
4 hits in the frame so far for Berkeley. Remember, they made the out on the base path, so just 1 out recorded officially for Swain. He only retired Cole Smith. The other 4 have reached base.
Second baseman Trace Huff.
Huff flew out to left field in his first plate appearance. You got to think if Oviedo just stops at second, you've got a lead here. Instead, they're at first and second and 2 away. Fastball over the inside corner to Huff. No balls and a strike. The pitch down and away. I heard the most pessimistic weatherman in the country, Kyle Wiggs, next door saying, "We're about to get hit." I think the rain is a-coming. Our cameraman agrees. Pitch misses, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. And this pitch inside out to the third baseman West, seal field, and step on third for the final out of the inning. But Berkeley comes back to tie it here in the first. 1 run, 4 hits, 2 runners left on base. Middle of the second, Berkeley post 14 and Parkersburg post 15 tied 1 apiece. You're listening to coverage of the American Legion Baseball State Tournament from Metro News, the voice of West Virginia.
Out here in West Virginia, beyond the screens and the city noise, there's a place you can shake off your worries and find space to reconnect to what matters. Follow your wanderlust to our waterfalls. Ride wild rivers to small towns full of history, or slow down and just breathe in beauty. Find your almost heaven at wvtourism.com.
You own a boat because you love spending time on the water. Choose the outboard that allows you to make the most of it. Honda Marine's legendary reliability, ease of maintenance, and powerful performance keep you going strong. And they're all backed by the peace of mind protection of the industry's best limited warranty. Visit your Honda Marine dealer today and find out why it's more than an engine. It's your time on the water.
Let's return to coverage of the 2025 American Legion State Baseball Championships on Metro News.
Well, we're keeping an eye on the skies here at Dale Miller Field as we go to the bottom of the second inning because there are storms in the area. In fact, there is a severe thunderstorm warning for the Montague County area, but we play on. New catcher into the game for Berkeley post 14, Michael Poulter from Washington takes over behind the dish here in the bottom of the second. Doesn't look good right now. The storm's kind of north of the ballpark, and we're in okay shape for at least the moment. Although, as I say, that's some thunder rumbles. First pitch swung on and hit to third base by West. Field and throw across the diamond for the first out of the inning.
Nice play over there at third for Oviedo. He could have easily misjudged that hop. Perfect judge of the hop. He scooped it up, made it look easier than it actually was.
Catcher Wyatt Boyce.
So Wyatt Boyce comes to the plate. 1 pitch, 1 out. Boyce played his varsity ball at Wirt County High School. Takes a pitch inside a ball. Had a rain delay earlier this morning when a gully washer rolled through the Morgantown area. The 1-0. Hit on the ground, couple of hops to the shortstop Brown. He'll field and throw. Brown's been active here in the first couple of innings, 2 away.
Couple of quick outs is exactly what the doctor ordered for Earl. He had that tumultuous first inning, but he's able to get back on the horse here in the second. Couple of pitches, and don't look now, but he's got 2 outs on the board.
And don't look now, raindrops on the window. 2 away, and the number 9 hitter, Eli Davis, will come to the plate. Davis takes a called strike. And fans are scattering. Couple people brought their beach tents with them. They are huddled underneath their tent. Now, the key is to keep that in the stands. Big hopper to the second baseman, Huff. Throw to first, inning over. 1-2-3 inning for Jackson Earl in the bottom of the second. 2 innings complete. Berkeley and Parkersburg tied at a run apiece. You're listening to coverage of the American Legion Baseball State Tournament on Metro News, the voice of West Virginia.
Whether you've had a
Metro News is the voice of West Virginia. If your business has a need to reach potential customers in virtually any area within West Virginia, WVRC Media's Metro News platform provides a solution. Metro News covers every county in the state, with over 90 affiliates receiving all or some of our 7 daily and weekly programs. Metro News is a cost-efficient way to deliver your message to the entire state or to a specific geographic area. Metro News also offers your company access to over 1 million visitors per month to our website, wvmetronews.com, which is widely regarded as the state's top online information site. Our commitment is to covering the key issues in our state, from political news, local sports, outdoors, entertainment, to Main Street, West Virginia. Metro News is the trusted source for keeping West Virginians informed. To put the power of the voice of West Virginia, Metro News, to work for your business, simply click the Start a Conversation button below. We'll be back to you within 48 hours.
You're listening to coverage of the 2025 American Legion State Baseball Championships on Metro News.
Top of the third inning, we're tied a run apiece, Parkersburg and Berkeley. Dave Wilson, Jack Carlson with you here at Dale Miller Field, day 2 of the American Legion Baseball State Tournament. A couple of elimination games in this double elimination tournament to begin the day. Winners bracket games coming up later tonight. And hoping the weather holds out. Breaking ball is in there, a called strike to Liam Healy to begin the third. Healy walked in the first inning. The 0-1. This is going to be slap foul down the left field line, out of play. Ball, or no balls and 2 strikes on Healy. There is rain to the south of the ballpark. There is rain to the north of the ballpark. A few raindrops here, but we're okay for the moment. 0-2 is outside. The 1-2 pitch, up high, a ball. Here's the good news, Jack.
What's the good news, Dave?
The cows out in the pasture out beyond the right field fence on the mountain. Here's the 2-2. They're standing up.
That is good.
When the cows lay down, you know you're in trouble. Or when the rain just decides to cut loose. The cows lied to us.
They lied.
And home plate umpire Mitch Mayle says, "That's it, boys. Send you to the dugout." They're going to clear the bleachers, and the rains have arrived finally at Dale Miller Field.
Well, that's not what we were hoping for.
No, the cows lied to me. Usually when they're laying down, you know the bad weather was coming. So, in the second inning, with nobody out and a 3-2 count, we are paused for the moment as, we're in the third. Well, it got further than I thought. We're in the third inning and a 3-2 count, and we are paused as the rains have moved in here at Dale Miller Field. We will continue our coverage from Dale Miller Field. We are back right after this.
I love playing sports, especially for my school.
Daniels of Morgantown has a wide selection of casual sportswear that's both stylish and comfortable. Styles for the golf course, the game, or weekends with the family. You'll find your right fit at Daniels of Morgantown.
Let's make a deal at Buchanan Toyota. 3.99% financing, up to 60 months on all new 2024 Toyota Tacomas, gas or hybrid. Buchanan Toyota, closer than you think.
We have close to 500 slabs on site from all across the globe. We bring the world's finest slabs to you. Preferred Surfaces, your space, your style, your preferred choice.
Every brand has a story. At Sparks Media Agency, we help you tell it. Authentically, visually, and with heart. Sparks Media Agency. Story-driven content that connects.
Coverage of the 2025 American Legion State Baseball Championships on Metro News.
Well, we are in the top of the third inning, but rains have moved in here in Game 6 of the American Legion Baseball State Tournament, where Parkersburg and Berkeley are tied at a run apiece. Berkeley got its run in the second inning on an RBI double by Braden Oviedo. Parkersburg scored its run in the first inning. Dylan Holliday singled and came around to score on a wild pitch. But we are in a weather delay as storms are moving across the Monongahela River Valley as we speak. A couple of storms moving through, hopefully not too long of a delay. Already had one delay early this morning, about an hour and a half. Delayed Game 1, so Game 2 now in a weather delay. For stations down the line, we will keep you posted on the latest updates when we get ready to go once again. We'll give you a heads up, and we'll bring it back to Dale Miller Field. But for the time being, rain delay in Morgantown. During coverage of the American Legion Baseball State Tournament from Metro News, the voice of West Virginia.
You've been listening to coverage of the 2025 American Legion State Baseball Championship Tournament from Dale Miller Field at Milan Park in Morgantown. Today's broadcast brought to you by MVB Bank, Pro Performance, the Visit Mountain Air Country Convention and Visitors Bureau, Greer Industries, Lang Monument, and Healthworth.
Had a 1-0 lead. In the top of the second, though, Berkeley post 14 would get a leadoff single from Wyatt McClintock and an RBI double from Braden Oviedo. He was thrown out trying to stretch that double into a triple. A couple of hits later, Parkersburg was able to get out of that inning just one run allowed. So a run on a hit for Parkersburg, a run on 4 hits for Berkeley post 14. And we resume here in the top of the third with a 3-2 count. And this pitch going to be lifted into center field. McLean coming on, and he'll make the catch as Liam Healy is retired as play is back underway.
And for those of you watching on our Metro News television stream, the center field camera is not functioning right now. The lightning strike took it out, so bear with us as we make our way through the technical difficulties, but no center field camera for the time being.
Yeah, the light tower, as that pitch is inside to Braylon Edwards. The light tower just to the right of the scoreboard in that right center field gap. That's what the Lightning hit, and that's what made the scoreboard go a little bit. And we have now moved back to 1990.
All right. Back to the future action here.
90.
All right. Back to the future action here. Where's Doc Brown when you need him?
Back in those days, you might get 60 games on the air. Pitch is down low, check swing, and he was able to hold up.
Get some Braves games, Cubs games.
The 2-1 from Swain. This is punched into left center field. Davis coming over. McLean, it'll be Davis, the left fielder, makes the running catch for 2 away.
Couple of quick outs here for Swain on the bump, coming out of that lengthy 45-minute delay. Good to establish himself right after that, because it can't be easy, the mental game, waiting it out, and all 4 teams that have played so far today have had to wait it out at some point or another.
Have, what, hour and a half to begin the day when storms rolled through. This pitch is taken up and in, a ball to Jameer Brown, the shortstop from Martinsburg. He flew out in the first inning. So we're way behind. This game was supposed to be the 1 o'clock game. We should have been getting the third game of the day started a couple of minutes ago. Pitch down and away, 2-0.
Yeah, if we need to, we'll be playing some midnight baseball tonight. Midnight Madness, perhaps.
2-0 pitch upstairs. Yeah, the tournament director, Tyler Barnett. Determined or stubborn, however you want to describe him. I would go with the latter. Pitch down. And I mean that in the nicest way possible. Swain 3-1. Misses down and away, a ball. Second walk is at McClintock, who had that single and scored in the second.
Well, certainly the tournament in terms of weather, especially today, has not gone according to plan, but when we've played, we've had some really good baseball games. Just 1 blowout to this point in 6 games. The other 5 have been really competitive.
Down and into McClintock. Parkersburg was involved in one of those last night. Went 9 innings. Morgantown post 2, got the 5-4 win, a walk-off in the 9th. The 1-0. Hit hard, but right at the first baseman, Swain. He'll knock it down, and Evan Swain will step on first for the out. No runs, a hit, a runner left stranded. We're in the middle of the 3rd inning. Parkersburg and Berkeley are tied, a run apiece in the American Legion Baseball State Tournament.
Metro News is the voice of West Virginia. If your business has a need to reach potential customers in virtually any area within West Virginia, WVRC Media's Metro News platform provides a solution. Metro News covers every county in the state, with over 90 affiliates receiving all or some of our 7 daily and weekly programs. Metro News is a cost-efficient way to deliver your message to the entire state or to a specific geographic area. Metro News also offers your company access to over 1 million visitors per month to our website,
For Parkersburg, Earl's day is done as he faced 9 batters, gave up a run on a hit.
Well, Well, certainly the first inning wasn't how Earl drew it up, but he did have a nice final outing, as it turned out, final inning. He went 1, 2, 3 through the bottom of the Parkersburg order, so something to hang his hat on, and 2 innings of work, just 1 run. Now it'll be the responsibility of Engel to keep it where it's at right now.
It'll be the top of the order to lead things off for Parkersburg. Carter McLean will stand in. Grounded out to shortstop in his only plate appearance so far.
Leading off for Parkersburg center fielder Carter McLean.
McLean, of course, had that wonderful catch out in center field long time ago, feels like.
Yeah, all the way back in the first inning, made a diving catch for the 3rd out of the first. He's at the plate for the 2nd time today, and the first pitch from Engel misses away. The 1-0, down low. The third baseman, Oviedo, he'll throw corner to corner and get the out. First batter retired in the bottom of the 3rd inning, and Kincaid will stride to the plate. Walked in the first, left stranded out at second base.
D.H. Cooper Kincaid.
Kincaid takes a strike. The 0-1. Pulled on the left side of the infield. There's Oviedo again. He'll scoop and throw for the 2nd out of the inning. Back-to-back groundouts, 2 away in the Parkersburg 3rd. Colin McCarter will come up. 0 for 1, grounded out to shortstop.
Recovery here for Engel after giving up that moon shot to get a couple of quick outs and calm the waters just a tad.
First pitch in there for a called strike to Colin McCarter. The 0-1. Chased one out of the zone. A 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. Engel trying to expand the zone a little bit. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2. In off the plate. Count evens up, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Engel's 2-2. Got him to chase. Skips away from Poulter. He'll pick it up, throw to first to complete the strikeout, and the inning is over. But the damage is done. Back-to-back walks, followed by a 3-run blast from Evan Swain. 3 runs and a hit. No runners left. 3 innings in the books. Parkersburg 4. And Berkeley posts 14-1.
Inside all of us lies a potential to succeed. The definition of success differs for each of us. It's personal. One size doesn't fit all. At MVB, we believe in relationships supported by technology, product offerings, and industry knowledge. We believe in your imagination, your determination, and your grit. Our financial services keep pace with your ambition and empower your limitless potential. We say yes if, when other banks say no because. At our core, we power potential. We strive to unlock the potential in you, your family, your business, and your community. Your success is our success. You deserve more than a bank. You deserve a trusted partner on the financial frontier. MVB, powering your potential.
On to the top of the 4th inning. Parkersburg has a 4-1 lead off the 3-run homer by Evan Swain. This is game 2 of the day. Got behind with a rain delay early.
Leading off for Berkeley.
Got behind with a rain delay in this one. Oviedo will lead things off for Berkeley here in the 4th, and he takes a strike on the inside corner from Brady Swain. The 0-1, up and in. A ball and a strike. Breaking ball goes behind Oviedo's head. 2-1. Up and in. 3 balls and a strike to Oviedo to begin the top of the 4th. Swain has his pitch, and Oviedo fouls it away.
Oviedo had that RBI double in the 2nd inning. Just 1 run in that frame for Berkeley. Felt like it could have been more. They had 4 hits in the inning, but just 1 run to show for it.
The payoff, up and in. He earns a leadoff walk to begin the top of the 4th inning. Oviedo on base for the 2nd time today. Yeah, you had the potential there for a big inning. The RBI double. Oviedo tried to stretch it into the triple. Gets picked off down at 3rd base, and then you have a couple of hitters come up after that. The Pedersen hit, the Hefner hit. Could have put a crooked number up on the board there in the 1st. So Poulter will be the batter. First time he's hit today. Cole Smith started behind the plate, and he was replaced by Poulter. Oviedo dances off first base. The pitch hit the other way into right. McCarter will let it bounce in front of him. Quickly gets it in towards second, where Oviedo had to pause for a moment to see if McCarter was going to be able to make that catch, and he did not offer to slide going into second. Made that tight.
Not often you see a 9 for fielder's choice, but almost saw it there.
So a walk and a hit to begin the 4th. Pedersen will come to the plate. Oh, and 1 to Pedersen. He singled in the 2nd. The 0-1. Hit the other way, but foul. That probably scores 2 if it's 8 inches to the left. Nobody out. 2 runners aboard for Berkeley here in the 4th. Swain ready. And a 0-2 breaking ball freezes Pedersen. He's down looking. First strikeout of the day for Brady Swain. 1 away in the 4th.
That's exactly what Parkersburg was looking for there after putting the first 2 base runners on. Get a strikeout. Base runners don't move. Chance to get out of this inning with a ground ball.
Sam Hefner 1 for 1. Looks at a pitch outside. Single in the 2nd for Hefner. The 1-0. Squares the bunt, lays it down the 3rd base line. West has no option but to let it roll, and it trickles foul. Now, that was the only play there for West at 3rd, who was playing back because you got runners at 1st and 2nd. A nice thought by Hefner. Trying to bunt his way aboard here. Hefner's going to come back to the plate, and West is going to take a couple of steps up. He's inside the 3rd base bag now. Big hole up the middle, though. The 1-1. In the air to right. McCarter backing up on it, makes the catch. Tagging from 2nd is Oviedo. He'll go to 3rd, but there are 2 outs.
productive out at the very least, but now with 2 outs, it's going to be up to Trace Huff to get it
Top
done.
the order, second baseman Trace
Huff is 0 for 2. Flied out to right, grounded out. He will stand in. Runners at the corners here with 2 outs and the left-handed hitter at the plate. Taken low and away. One ball, no strikes. The pitch, inside. Two and 0. Swain ready. And he misses high and away, and he's way behind in the count. 3 balls, no strikes. Wheeling and post 60 nights coming up next. Charleston post 65 and Morgantown post 2 sometime today. Huff walks on 4 straight. The bases are loaded with Liam Healy coming up.
Nice opportunity for Berkeley here. Try and get some runs back after surrendering the 3 on the Swain blast the previous half inning. 2 outs, but bases loaded, you'll always take that situation.
So Brady Swain on the mound. Evan Swain hit the 3-run blast. Brady's at 63 pitches. Bases are loaded here. And the game tying runs at the plate. Swain has walked 4 to this inning.
How about this, Dave? Liam Healy yesterday reached base twice on catcher's interference. He reached in his first plate appearance on catcher's interference, and then he did so again in the 8th inning. You rarely see anybody reach on catcher's interference, but Healy did it twice yesterday.
That's some kind of a talent. Now, if I were the catcher, I'd be questioning how far back in the box is Healy. At least that
a valid concern.
I would be making that case. In the olden days, you know, when baseball was played on dirt, you'd scratch that back line out and you keep scooting back as far away as you can get away with. Looks like a couple of kids, a couple of Parkersburg fans, they are searching for the Evan Swain home run ball somewhere on the other side of the cliff. That pitch is in there for a strike. They're looking. They know it's over there somewhere.
I think one of the kids has resorted to just chucking stones or something.
Throw over to third. Nothing doing. That's Swain home run, the difference in the ball game right at the moment. But Berkeley threatening, bases loaded, 2 away. The 0-1 to Healy. A ball and a strike as that pitch misses high and away. Brady Swain on the mound. The 1-1. Hit in the air to right. This is going to get down foul. Well, the exit velo wasn't going to impress anybody. That was just floating down the right field line and just hooked foul.
Had it been fair, it would have been all kinds of trouble for Parkersburg with the runners in motion on contact, 2 outs. 2 runs, could have scored maybe even 3.
You might have cleared the bases. All that foul territory down the right field line and left field. A lot of room here at the ballpark. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Swain can get out of the inning with a pitch, and he misses. Go, he got him. Just clipped the sleeve of the jersey. That'll bring a run home and make this a 4-2 game.
2-strike count that Swain hits Healy on. Not what Parkersburg was looking for. The inning continues, and Braden Edwards, a very quality hitter steps up in a bases loaded situation.
2 walks and a hit batter here in the inning. Bases remain loaded for Braylon Edwards. He's popped out and flown out. Game-tying run is out at second base. That pitch is down and in. One 1-0. Outside, 2 balls and no strikes on Braylon Edwards. Swain's 2-0, down low. Boy, Swain has really lost his control here in this 4th inning. Looked good coming out of the delay, but here in the 4th, he has struggled to find the strike zone. He's at 70 pitches. Bases loaded, 3-0. And there's a called strike with Edwards taking the whole way. Edwards could tie it with a hit here in the 4th. The pitch. In the air to shallow center. McLean coming on. Backing out is Porter, and this is going to get down for a base hit. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. Throw goes to third. Everybody's safe, and we're tied in the 4th.
Well, once again, not going to win any sort of awards for exit velo, but it didn't need it. Just blooped it in there to center field. Runners were obviously off on contact with 2 outs. And just like that, Dave, we've got ourselves a brand new ball game.
Four, and that's going to be all for Brady Swain. Swain will head to the dugout. Parkersburg will make a pitching change, and they will bring Cam Cumston into the ball game. He'll take over on the hill for post 15. Cam Cumston, recent graduate of Roane County High School. Played for the Raiders. Does some catching. Today he's going to be asked to do some pitching. And we've got a whole brand new ball game here as Evan Swain took the lead for Parkersburg on a 3-run homer in the bottom of the 3rd, but Berkeley has responded with 3 in the 4th. Go back to the walks. The leadoff walk to Oviedo, a hit by Polder. Huff walked. Healy was hit by a pitch, and Edwards has that 2-run hit, depositing a bloop single into center field.
Yeah, the free passes ultimately cost Brady Swain in this game 5 of them through his 3 2/3 innings. Pitched with a lot of base runners on in each of his 4 innings today.
Now pitching for
it costs him for 3 runs here in the 4th.
Berkeley would like to add to this 3-run 4th. Runners at the corners, 2 away. All these runs coming with 2 outs. And the batter is Brown. Jameer Brown has walked and flied out to center. Cumston ready. His first pitch is outside a ball. Cumston's 1-0. Swing and a miss on the off speed. 1 ball and 1 strike to Jameer Brown. Brown, the 8th batter of the inning and the 1-1. Breaking ball, lifted foul. This is going to get well out of play over the first base dugout. 1-2. And time granted at the plate. Brown will back out, reset. Cumston ready. Breaking ball rings him up to end the fourth. But Berkeley, post 14, scores 3 runs, a hit, and 2 runners, couple of hits, 2 runners left stranded. In the middle of the fourth inning, we're tied at 4, Parkersburg and Berkeley. Bottom of the fourth inning, tied at 4 apiece. Parkersburg post 15, Berkeley post 14. Parkersburg 3 in the bottom of the third. Berkeley responds with 3 in the top of the fourth.
This game so far, a lot like the games we have seen to this point in the tournament. A lot of back and forth, punch, counter punch. Parkersburg struck first in this game, then Berkeley had one in the top half of the second inning, and then, as you mentioned, Dave, the threes that they exchanged in the bottom of the third and the top of the fourth inning could be a game that's shaping up in a situation where it's who bats last wins.
Jackson Earl started the game for Berkeley. He was lifted after the rain delay. Andrew Engel started the third, and that pitch is inside a ball. Walked a couple of batters and then Swain's 3-run homer. West will lead things off for Parkersburg. Head in the count 1-0. And that's upstairs 2-0. Bottom third of the order, West, Boyce, and Davis, the scheduled batters in the bottom of the fourth inning. The 2-0 in there. The winner of this game moves on, gets the winner of Wheeling and post 60. The loser goes home, season over. This an elimination game here in day 2 of the state tournament. That can't be right. They got to get the loser of the Wheeling post 60 game.
Yes.
That's what happens when you can't read your notes correctly.
It's been a long day at the yard so far. We're just getting started, Dave. It's still game 2.
You ever say something and then you go, wait a minute, that can't be right.
It happens from time to time.
That'd be a heck of a deal, though, if you got beaten. You know, the winner has to go play the elimination game. Count is full on the leadoff hitter here in the fourth, Peyton West. The pitch stings it into the air, but Hefner has a beat on it. He'll make the catch on the run in right center. One away, Wyatt Boyce will come to the plate. The catcher from Wirt County.
Catcher Wyatt Boyce.
Boyce is 0 for 1, grounded out to shortstop in his only plate appearance. Takes a called strike on the outside corner. The 0-1. Check swing, appeal to first. Yes, he did. And it's 0-2. Pulls it foul. One ball, 2 strikes on Boyce. Misses away, 2-2.
He wanted time there. Wasn't granted it, so he had
awfully
to
late.
Step back in.
The break even from Engel. Popped up. This will get over the press box and out of play. That's 1 and 2. There's another rookie mistake. Never trust a scoreboard. Now it's 2 and 2. Especially when you know the guy's running it.
Now who that might be, we don't know.
I blame Kyle Wiggs for everything. That's it. Oh, that was right in front of us. I thought that was well out of play. I thought that got over the booth. That hit right in front of us.
Smile for the camera, Dave.
That was your ball. You got to be all over that, Jack.
Okay. Forgot my glove at home. Shoot.
Another 2-2. On the ground to the left side, Oviedo gobbles it. Crow hop across the diamond. Low throw, and a nice scoop by Edwards at first to get the out.
Very nice scoop over there at first from Edwards. Not the best of throws from Oviedo, but he got just enough on it, and Edwards did the rest.
Nobody on, 2 away. Eli Davis will be the batter for Parkersburg. Davis 0 for 1.
Eli Davis.
Engel looking for a perfect inning, and he gets a big swing and miss.
I think you would call that swing from Davis a king-sized cut.
Indeed. The 0-1. Outside corner, 0-2. Engel trying to retire the side here in the 4th. The 0-2. Breaking ball, froze him, buckled his knees, called strike 3. Engel sits Parkersburg down in order in the 4th. We go to the 5th. Tied 4 apiece, Parkersburg and Berkeley.
Preferred Surfaces is a family-owned and operated business located in Morgantown, West Virginia. We proudly serve homeowners and businesses across the tri-state area, offering premium stone solutions rooted in craftsmanship and care. We have close to 500 slabs on site from all across the globe, with materials like granite, marble, quartz, quartzite, and others to choose from. We bring the world's finest slabs to you.
We're Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration, and we're gonna save you. We've got it down to a science, an absolute state of art. We do it all, restoration, cleaning, and reconstruction. When disaster strikes, just pick up the phone. We're Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration, and we're gonna save you.
Top of the 5th, tied 4 apiece. Berkeley and Parkersburg, 4 runs, 6 hits, no errors for Berkeley post 14. 4 runs, 2 hits, no errors for Parkersburg post 15. Wheeling post 1, post 60 Knights. They're coming up next. Morgantown and Charleston in the nightcap. And that will be a nightcap. That Wheeling post 60 game was supposed to start, about 45 minutes ago. But Jack, you know what they say about the best laid plans of mice and men.
Yeah. Very true statement.
I knew you would know that. You're a well-read young man.
Exactly.
Compton back out to work. He came in relief of starter Brady Swain in the third. Or in the fourth, I beg your pardon.
Work on talk line a few years. Learn some terminology, you know.
Kercheval could teach you a word or two.
Yeah. Wouldn't put it past Kercheval if he probably has used that once or twice.
He'd probably give you you might get a vocabulary test at the end of his show. Literature test at the end of the show. Very grumpy old man. One and one. And that pitch fouled away. McClintock at the plate. Singleton scored in the second. Grounded out in the third. One ball and 2 strikes. Compton to the plate. Misses low. Berkeley advanced this morning in an elimination game. Beat Clarksburg post 13. Hard on the ground. I think the bat broke. It did. The aluminum bat broke like a Louisville Slugger. The barrel went tumbling towards second base. Ground ball out. There's something you don't see every day. I mean, that looked like a sawed-off wooden bat, broken bat you would see in the big leagues. I mean, it was. Compton came inside, but watch that shatter. There's probably already a crack in the bat. Now there's $600 down the drain.
We've seen a lot today, Dave Wilson. Checking a lot of things off of that bingo card. We're going to have a couple of winning bingo cards by the end of today.
Third baseman Braden Oviedo.
Hopefully I win the jackpot. So Oviedo stands in. And he looks at a breaking ball down. And that's outside a ball. The 2-0 tapped right out in front of the plate. Compton will field, throw to first for the second out. Two down. It'll be Poulter at the plate.
Catcher Michael Poulter.
Poulter run fourth. Singled and came around to score. Singled and came around to score. Different situation this time. Nobody on, 2 away. Facing Cam Compton for the first time. Takes a hack at the first pitch, fouls it away. Top of the fifth, tied at 4 here at Dale Miller Field. The 0-1 out in front of the breaking ball. Good looking hook by Compton. Ahead in the count now, 0-2, trying to get out of the inning in order. The 0-2. Check swing, appeal, and Poulter able to hold back. The 1-2. Smacked in the air into center. McLean backing up. That ball kept carrying and got McLean twisting, but he makes the catch. The inning over. Well, a perfect inning for Berkeley, a perfect inning for Parkersburg. Berkeley and Parkersburg matching each other as we go to the bottom of the fifth.
Dyke Wealth Enhancement Group is now Wealth Enhancement. We believe retirement starts with a plan. Saving for college starts with a plan. Your legacy starts with a plan. Do you have the right plan? Call our team at 304-443-4240 or email stike-info@wealthenhancement.com.
A lot goes into a perfect drive. Freedom Kia is driving the next generation forward. Freedom Kia, I-79, exit 153, University Town Center, Morgantown. Online at freedomkia.net.
Every brand has a story. At Sparks Media Agency, we help you tell it. Authentically, visually, and with heart. Content that connects.
Bottom of the fifth inning, game tied 4 apiece. Parkersburg post 15, Berkeley post 14. Parkersburg got on the board first in the first inning. A single by Dylan Holliday, stolen base, couple out pitches brought him around to score. Berkeley would tie the game in the second. Wyatt McClintock with a single. He scored on Braden Oviedo's RBI double. Then the rains came. We were stalled for about 45 minutes, got the game restarted. Parkersburg exploded in the third on an Evan Swain 3-run homer to make it 4-1. But Berkeley would answer in the top of the fourth inning. Walks led to runs. The big hit in that inning was Braylon Edwards' 2 RBI single. And that's where we stand here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Tied 4 runs apiece. Parkersburg will have the top of the order up. McLean Holliday and Evan Swain. McLean walked in the third, setting up the Swain 3-run dinger. It'll be the second time through the order for Andrew Engel. Swing at the first pitch. McLean taps it back to Engel on the mound. He'll come off. Field throw. 1 away. Jackson Earl started the game on the mound for Berkeley post 14. Did not retake the mound after the delay. Engel started the third after the rain delay. Dylan Holliday at the plate. Been on base twice, singled, scored twice, has walked. The 0-1 pitch. Taken inside. One's down in the dirt. 2 balls and a strike to Dylan Holliday. The 2-1 delivery. Off the end of the bat into right field. This is going to get foul, and a diving attempt by Edwards comes up short.
Well, credit to him on the attempt there. A little belly flop action on the way over there. Certainly wins points for the effort there.
Yeah, but a half-point deduction for Grace.
A for effort, though.
The Russian judge gets you every time. 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball froze him. Absolute devastating curveball. Holliday goes down looking. Third strikeout for Engel. 1 away. 2 away, I beg your pardon.
Evan Swain.
Second time he's got a Parkersburg hitter just to stand there and look at that breaking ball. Did it to Eli Davis in the fourth. Here's the big stick. Evan Swain had the 3-run homer in the third. A towering shot over the right field fence. One 1-0 to Swain. Hits this ball straight in the air. Foul territory, left side. Oviedo circling under it, dives and makes the catch. What a play in foul territory as Oviedo fighting the winds here at Dale Miller Field, able to track it down for the third out of the inning. Engel has retired 7 in a row. We stay tied at 4 in the middle of the sixth as we go to the top of the 6th inning.
Whether for work or a special occasion, Daniels of Morgantown has the suit, sport coat, tie, and shoes to make you look your best. And finding the right fit, color, and style is always easy and fast at Daniels of Morgantown.
This summer at Dan Calva Toyota World, we have trucks, and more trucks. With over 250 Toyota trucks here and on the way, we guarantee we have a truck for you. Come check out our 2025 hybrid Tacomas that offer 326 horsepower and 4.75% for 60 months. So come get your brand new Toyota truck today at Dan Calva Toyota World in Fairmont. Shop the world.
At Polka Valley, we offer a full suite of conventional, government, and West Virginia housing loan products, strong construction loans, and 100% financing to qualified applicants. Visit us online or call us today. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Top of the 6th inning, all tied at 4. Pedersen, Hefner, back to the top of the order, and Huff due up for Berkeley.
Number 14, Brett Peterson.
Peterson, 1 for 2, singled in the second, struck out looking in the fourth. Cam Cumston back to work for Parkersburg. And the first pitch of the 6th is fouled away, a breaking ball. Oh and 1 on Brett Pedersen. Another breaking ball hit right back at the pitcher, Cumston. He snatches it. Easy throw to first for a 1 out.
Number 2.
Nice job by Cumston fielding his position. 1 away, Sam Hefner comes to the plate, 1 for 2. Also singled in the second inning. And hit a fly ball into right. Breaking ball in there for called strike 1. Oh, 1 fouled away, and Cumston way ahead in the count. No balls and 2 strikes. Cumston's 0-2. Skips over in the left-hand batter's box. The 1-2. On the ground to the right side. Holliday will circle, and he boots it. E4. That'll bring the top of the order back to the plate.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 5, Trace Hugh.
So runner at first base from 1 away. Runner takes off. Here's the throw down to second. On the bag, but sliding in safely is Hefner. So Berkeley puts the runner in motion, gets him into scoring position here. He's the go-ahead run in the top of the 6th inning. The 0-1. Out back of second base. Converging, the McLean, Parker, Holliday. And they make the catch for the out. That was headed for no man's land, but hung up in the air plenty long enough for Parkersburg to make the play. So 2 away.
A hidden ball trick there for Holliday, or beg your pardon, Parker, the shortstop. He made the catch, and he never tossed it in to the pitcher. And he was looming behind the base runner, Hefner, trying to catch him unawares, but Hefner was wise to the tactic.
Liam Healy at the plate, trying to give his team the lead, fouls off the first pitch. Healy's been on base twice, walked, and was hit by a pitch in the fourth. Runner at second takes his lead. That's Hefner. The 0-1. Ball away. Which one of these two teams will blink first? Tied at 4 apiece here in the top of the 6th inning. And Cumpston's going to step off the rubber, look the runner back to second base. The 1-1. Shot on the ground to the left side, deep in the hole. Parker, long throw, not going to be nearly in time. It's an infield single for Liam Healy.
Well, Parker with a heck of an effort there, going to his right and throwing across his body. He put everything he possibly could on that throw. It was just too slow developing a play for it to be an out.
And time called as Parkersburg will convene at the mound here in a little bit of a prickly situation. Runners at first and third. 2 outs, and the number 3 hitter in the lineup coming to the plate, Braylon Edwards, who had the big hit in the 4th inning, a 2 RBI single. Wheeling post 1 and the post 60 Knights coming up next. Morgantown and Charleston later tonight. Day 2 of the American Legion Baseball State Tournament. We'll play right through the weekend championship game or games on Monday. So the conference on the mound breaks up. Runners head back to their bases. And Edwards will come to the plate. 1 for 3, 2 runs driven in. Trying to put his team in front, tied at 4 here in the top of the 6th. 2 outs, 2 on. Cumpston to the plate. Edwards smacks it into right field. That's a run-scoring base hit. Berkeley takes the lead, 5-4. 3rd run of the day driven in by Braylon Edwards.
How about Edwards today, Dave? Back-to-back at-bats, specifically in the 4th, that 2-run single that you mentioned, and then here in the 6th, coming through in the clutch yet again, and Berkeley takes the lead, 5-4, and there's still 1 out left that they can play with in this inning with 2 left on.
Cumpston to Brown, and Brown takes a strike on the inside corner. Here's the other thing. Berkeley's damage is coming with 2 outs. Edwards had that 2 RBI single in the 4th. He's got the RBI single here. Driving in runs with 2 outs in the inning. The 0-1. Foul out of play. No balls and 2 strikes to Jameer Brown. Edwards played his varsity ball at Washington High School. Oh and 2, and time called at the plate. Parkersburg will have the middle of the order coming up in the bottom of the inning. Cumpston ready. The 0-2. Breaking ball down and away. One ball and 2 strikes. The pitch. Down and away. Deuce is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. On the ground. Couple of hops. Parker up, throws, and the inning is over. But Berkeley takes the lead. 1 run, 2 hits, 2 runners left aboard, 1 error in the inning. Middle of the 6th inning, Berkeley leading for the first time today, 5-4.
Historically, joint replacement surgery required an extended hospital stay of 3 to 5 days or more. But now with our improved techniques, it can be done as a same-day surgery. You get home sooner, you're more comfortable at home. I got into medicine to help people. Then with joint replacement surgery, I can see immediate results, eliminating a patient's joint pain and really changing their life. At W Medicine, we're able to get people back to living their lives.
Leading the efforts to build a stronger West Virginia, the High Technology Foundation has a proven plan to strengthen and diversify our state's economy. The I-79 Technology Park's high-capacity infrastructure continues to attract advanced federal operations that are driving economic growth. This keeps our young, educated residents in the state and brings West Virginians home. The High Technology Foundation, building a stronger West Virginia. Learn more today at WVHTF.org.
Andrew Engel pitching with the lead for the first time today. Berkeley leads Parkersburg 5-4. 5 runs, 8 hits. No errors for Berkeley. 4 runs, 2 hits, an error for Parkersburg. Post 15 will have the 4, 5, 6 hitters coming to the plate. Middle of the lineup, a combined 0 for 5. Cooper Kincaid, the only one to reach base on a walk back in the first inning. He'll be up second here in the bottom of the 6th. Parker to lead things off, 0 for 2. And he takes ball 1 outside. Berkeley post 14 trying to keep its season alive and move on. 1-0. Swing and a miss. Nice off-speed pitch. Winners bracket game coming up with post 60 and Wheeling post 1. The loser of that game gets the winner of this one in another elimination game tomorrow. This is in the gap. Left center field. Down for a base hit. So a leadoff base hit by Parker gets the tying run aboard.
Well, every at-bat from here on out for Parkersburg. Dave, having 2 innings left to make up this run, every at-bat is critical. So you got to get that base runner into scoring position here. With nobody out, got to get him over and get him in.
Just the 3rd hit of the day. Here's the bunt and the pitch up and in. Runner takes off late. Here comes the throw. It's going to be to the left field side of the bag. And Parker is able to make it in safely. Boy, he was going to be in a world of hurt, but that throw just off to the third base side of second allowed him to take it.
Yeah, he hesitated in between first and second base. Thought he was going to be out for sure, and the throw bailed him out.
So the tying run in scoring position with nobody out. Kincaid at the plate. Fouls it away.
Berkeley infielders expecting bunt here.
Edwards playing up at first. Oviedo about even with the bag over at third. The 1-1. Up high ball. Well, you've got your number 5 hitter at the plate. He's a big stick. Kincaid from Parkersburg High. You're looking for a base hit here. 2-1. And he pops it up. Shallow right center. Hefner coming over. It'll be the right fielder, Healy, to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Number 16, the right fielder, Colin McCarter.
So Colin McCarter will come to the plate. 1 out, runner out at second base. McCarter looking for a hit, 0 for 2 today. Ground ball and a strikeout. Berkeley up by a run. First pitch up high, a ball to Colin McCarter. Parkersburg down a run. Runner out at second base. Trying to figure out a way to get him home. The 1-0. In there, called strike on the inside corner. Edwards still playing up at first base for Berkeley. Guarding against any kind of a bunt situation here. Ball on a strike. The pitch. Outside, 2-1. Two balls and one strike. Engel ready. The 2-1 hammered. Left field, hooking down the line and foul. Just a bit out in front. McCarter got a pitch to hit. Just a little out in front. Pulls it foul down the left field line. So 2 balls and 2 strikes.
They say it's a game of inches. Certainly true there. Difference between a tie score and the score remaining in Berkeley's favor.
Now Engel readies a 2-2 pitch. Nice stop by Poulter behind the plate. 3-2. West is on deck. He is 0 for 2 today. The 3-2. Called strike 3. Takes the pitch right on the inside corner. McCarter goes down looking, and there are 2 away.
Number 5, Peyton West.
How about Engel coming back after giving up that base hit? Then the runner, Parker, advanced to second base. With nobody out, Engel has since gotten a flyout and a strikeout. Light at the end of the tunnel, potentially getting out of this inning unscathed.
His 4th strikeout, 3rd by way of just looking. 1-0 now to Peyton West. He's 0 for 2. A ground out and a flyout. Parkersburg's going to need a hit if it wants to tie this ball game here in the 6th. Down low, 2-0. The 2-0 on the outside corner. 2 balls and a strike to Peyton West. Runner out at second. Waiting the 2-1. This skips away off the chest protector of Poulter all the way to the backstop. Parker will move up to third. 3-1 here with 2 outs. The tying run is 90 feet away for Parkersburg, but it's going to take a base hit to score him. Or a wild pitch. West trying to deliver the big hit here in the bottom of the 6th inning. The pitch. Down low, 3-2. Or full. Went ahead and walked him. I don't know what the count is, Jack. Help me out.
I think that was ball 4.
Yes.
Call it a hunch.
Number 27, Wyatt Boyce.
So Wyatt Boyce also 0 for 2. It's going to be up to Boyce to try to deliver the big hit. Berkeley will converge at the mound, the entire infield. They'll talk about the situation here with 1st and 3rd. How aggressive will Parkersburg be on the base paths here? 1st and 3rd and 2 out. Do you try some shenanigans? Steal that run from third? Short lead over at first. He's not going anywhere. And a fastball in there. Strike one to Boyce. West, short lead at first. Stays put. On the ground to the shortstop, Brown. Throw to second, inning over. Parkersburg gets a leadoff base hit, gets the runner over to third, but they leave him stranded there. We go to the seventh. Berkeley leads Parkersburg 5-4.
Pitch count for Abel.
Cannon Toyota, your truck and SUV headquarters, with one signature paperless delivery. We're family owned and operated and celebrating 40 years. Winner of the Toyota President's Award 16 consecutive times. Buchanan Toyota, with Toyota certified technicians. Convenient same day or next day appointments Monday through Saturday. Buchanan Toyota pays top dollar for your trade, even if you don't buy from us. For your new Toyota or pre-owned vehicle, Buchanan Toyota, closer than you think.
We have close to 500 slabs on site from all across the globe. We bring the world's finest slabs to you. Preferred surfaces, your space, your style, your preferred choice.
Game day is here. Show your Mountaineer spirit with the area's most complete selection of game day apparel, short sleeve knits, and so much more. You'll find your right fit at Daniels of Morgantown. Visit our store or shop online at danielsofmorgantown.com.
Top of the seventh inning. Berkeley leads Parkersburg 5-4, looking to add some insurance and stay alive here in the American Legion Baseball State Tournament. Wheeling Post 1, the Post 60 Knights, they're coming up next. Morgantown and Charleston will finish out day 2 of the tournament a little bit later on. Behind schedule today. Hour and a half rain delay early this morning in the first game of the day. That saw Clarksburg get eliminated by Beckley.
Leading off, number 10.
And then this game was delayed for about 45 minutes after storms moved through this afternoon. Think we'll be okay this evening. A slight chance of storms later on, but tends to decrease as the day cools off a little bit. Ball outside to Wyatt McClintock to begin the top of the seventh. 5 runs, 8 hits for Berkeley. 4 runs, 3 hits for Parkersburg. This ball drilled, but it's going to hook foul. McClintock nearly added a solo shot there. Not a whole lot of wind. There was a lot of wind earlier when those storms were moving in. Now fairly calm up here on top of the mountain. 1-1. That misses away. Oviedo on deck, Poulter to follow. Cumston's job is, well, at least his objective is simple. The job is a little bit harder than that, is just keep this a 1-run game. That will not help. He plunks McClintock. And Berkeley has the leadoff runner aboard.
Now batting number 10.
For Berkeley here in the 7th inning. Can't feel all too good about that 1-run lead. Certainly would like to have some insurance, and getting the leadoff man on, and McClintock certainly helps that case.
Oviedo's been involved, to say the least, in the lineup today. RBI double in the second, was thrown out trying to stretch it to a triple, walked and scored in that 3-run fourth. And now he'll walk down the third base line, have a quick chat with the third base coach, and head back to home plate. Berkeley might be thinking about trying to move the runner here. So McClintock takes his lead. Average lead over at first. Now he hops a little bit. Oviedo shows bunt, and the ball gets by the catcher, Boyce. Tried to backhand a low pitch, skipped under his mitt, goes to the backstop, and no bunt necessary to move the runner to second. That's one you got to keep in front of. You want to know. Do you try to move him to third? Nope. Oviedo, no bunt this time. Breaking ball misses outside.
Doesn't necessarily need to be a bunt here to get that base runner over. With no outs, you really would like to move him to third.
This might do it. This is popped in the air, slicing to the right field line, but it's going to be well foul. One ball, 2 strikes on Oviedo. Parkersburg will have the 9-1-2 hitters due up in the bottom of the 7th. Berkeley trying to add to its 5-4 lead. 1-2. Compston to the plate. Oviedo smacks it into left field. That's down for a base hit. McClintock will hold at third. Berkeley has him at the corners. Nobody out to begin the top of the 7th.
Tremendous opportunity now. If you're Berkeley, you have to plate at least 1 run. Runners on the corners and nobody out. Have to get at least one of these base runners in.
Poulter to the plate. Singled and scored in the 4th. So a lot of options here with the bases. Runners at first and third. It'll be a bunt. Compston comes to the plate. They cut him down at the plate. So they tried the safety squeeze, but the bunt right back to the pitcher, Cam Compston. Immediately comes to the plate. Boyce applies the tag, and they cut down the runner. That's about the only place you can't bunt that ball in that situation.
Very athletic play by Compston to jump off of the mound and fire it to the plate.
Now Pedersen will come to the plate, 1 for 3. One out, runners at first and second. And that pitch well outside. Another backhand stop by Boyce. 2-0. Popped up, slicing foul down the right field line. Long run for McCarter, and never really had a chance at it. Compston ready with the 2-1 pitch. Long look towards second. Now comes the plate. This ball taken the other way. Over the head of the right fielder. McCarter going to go all the way to the wall. That'll score at least 2. Here comes Oviedo. Here comes McClintock. The dive, the score. And Berkeley adds 2 to the lead.
How about Pedersen's power to the opposite field there, Dave? Going to right center, a lot on that ball, and Poulter goes first all the way around to score. Oviedo scores from second. Those were the insurance runs that Berkeley was eyeing coming into this inning.
Well, Poulter just about caught Oviedo. Oviedo was on cruise control. Poulter was coming around in 5th gear. So it's a 3-run lead for Berkeley. Still just 1 out in the inning. And Hefner at the plate. Hits this in the air. Foul territory on the right side, and the first baseman, retreating Swain, will make the play. Tagging up and heading to third is Pedersen.
Very strong throw by the first baseman, Evan Swain, across the diamond. It was just a little bit offline. Had it been more to the right, would have been a bang-bang play. The runner tagging up Pedersen from second to third.
Back to the top of the order, and Trace Huff. Two runs here in the 7th for Berkeley. looking to advance on to tomorrow. Fouled away. All started with a hit batter. Oviedo with a single, his second hit of the day. Boulder reached on the fielder's choice, then the big hit by Pedersen. The 0-1. Tapper back to the pitcher. Compston leaps and throws over to first base, inning over. But Berkeley adds 3 runs on 2 hits, 2 runners left. Parkersburg's final chance coming up. They need 3 to tie it in the bottom of the 7th. Berkeley leads Parkersburg 7-4.
Metro News is the voice of West Virginia. If your business has a need to reach potential customers in virtually any area within West Virginia, WVRC Media's Metro News platform provides a solution. Metro News covers every county in the state, with over 90 affiliates receiving all or some of our 7 daily and weekly programs. Metro News is a cost-efficient way to deliver your message to the entire state or to a specific geographic area. Metro News also offers your company access to over 1 million visitors per month to our website, wvmetronews.com, which is widely regarded as the state's top online information site. Our commitment is to covering the key issues in our state, from political news, local sports, outdoors, entertainment, to Main Street, West Virginia. Metro News is the trusted source for keeping West Virginians informed. To put the power of the voice of West Virginia, Metro News, to work for your business, simply click the Start a Conversation button below. We'll be back to you within 48 hours.
Parkersburg down to its final 3 outs. Berkeley looking to advance, leads Parkersburg 7-4. 7 runs, 10 hits for Berkeley. Parkersburg just has 3 hits. One of them was a big one, though, a 3-run homer by Evan Swain. He would be up 4th this inning if Parkersburg can get a runner on.
How about Andrew Engel out of the bullpen for Berkeley, Dave, today? He really, aside from that 3-run homer, and he walked the first 2 batters he faced, then gave up the 3-run homer. Ever since, he has been really stout out of the bullpen, has not allowed a run since.
Yeah, just 2 base runners since that home run by Swain. A leadoff base hit in the 6th, a walk later that inning, but otherwise, he has been effective for Berkeley. And now they'll ask him to get the final 3 outs of this ball game. Eli Davis will lead things off. He's 0 for 2. Got to find a way to get on if you're Davis, and he takes down and in a ball. One 1-0. Swinging a foul tip into the mitt of Poulter. The 1-1. 2 balls and a strike. Down and in, 3-1. A good approach here by Davis. He knows he's got to get on one way or the other. Engel's 3-1 pitch, breaking ball high, and the leadoff runner aboard. That'll turn the lineup over to Carter McLean.
Now batting, number 96, Carter McLean.
McLean is 0 for 2. He walked and scored in the 3rd. Yeah, you still got to get a couple of guys on here before you really start to threaten.
For those of you wondering, Evan Swain will be due up 4th in this inning. Just have to find a way to keep passing the baton on from batter to batter to get it to him, give him a chance.
Well, you couldn't ask for a better situation. Your 9-hitter walks. Now you got the top of the order up if you're Parkersburg. big lefty, Carter McLean, facing Engel for the third time today. Short lead at first. Davis not going anywhere. And a pitch outside, a ball. Engel ready. McLean takes a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1. Down the dirt. Nice stop by Poulter. 2 balls and a strike to Carter McLean. McLean, like Davis, being patient up there. Trying to find something to drive. Parkersburg needs base runners. Down 3, bottom of the 7th inning. The 2-1. Fouled away, 2-2. Davis out in front of that pitch. Davis at first, McLean at the plate. The break even. Down away, the count is full. Three balls and 2 strikes to Carter McLean. Engel pauses. Engel pitches. And he missed. Back-to-back walks to begin the 7th. Now Parkersburg brings the tying run to the plate. And this situation got a whole lot more interesting.
Don't look now, but Evan Swain's on deck, and certainly an accomplished hitter in Dylan Holliday due up right now.
Holliday has scored twice. He's walked once. He has singled and stolen a base. And Engel is done here in the 7th. It looks like they're going to bring Brown in from shortstop. And McClintock, the DH, will go into play short defensively for Berkeley post 14. Brown will be the third pitcher of the day for Berkeley post 14.
For Berkeley post 14, number 12, Jameer Brown.
Jackson Earl started the game. Pitched the first 2 innings, then we got in that 45-minute rain delay. Andrew Engel came out to start the 3rd once the game resumed. Walked the first 2 batters of that inning. And then Evan Swain deposited a pitch over the right field fence for a 3-run homer. That gave Parkersburg a 4-1 lead at the time. After that, Engel settled down, retired 9 in a row until he gave up a single in the 6th inning to Caden Parker. He would be left stranded at 3rd, but here in the 7th, he has walked the first 2 batters.
Dave, Jameer Brown pitched yesterday in that extra inning game between Berkeley and their opponent Charleston yesterday. Did not go the best for him as Berkeley could not find the strike zone in that 9th inning. Ultimately lost that game to go to this loser's bracket. Hopefully for Berkeley's sakes, Brown can find the zone a little bit more efficiently in this outing.
Berkeley with a run in the 2nd, 3 in the 4th, 1 in the 6th, 2 in the 7th. Parkersburg a run in the 1st and 3 in the 3rd.
Now Now batting for Parkersburg, post 15.
So Dylan Holliday, representing the tying run, will come to the plate. Runners at first and second. Nobody out. Bottom of the 7th inning. Parkersburg trailing Berkeley by 3. Brown ready. Toes the rubber. Looks toward Poulter, his catcher. Has his pitch. Holliday waggling the bat. Takes the first pitch, a breaking ball up in the zone. And a bit too high, 1-0. And immediately Poulter comes out of the crouch. And I don't think that's the pitch he was expecting. That's usually the conversation that begins with, I said the indicator was. Oh, yeah. That is a bad feeling when you're expecting a straight pitch and it comes in there and breaks.
Not as bad as if you're expecting an off speed and get a fastball.
You get right between the eyes, absolutely. 1-0. Brown to the plate. In the air, right side, slicing into foul territory. Edwards has a play on it, and he'll make the catch. 1 away. That's a big first out, and now Evan Swain will come to the plate. Edwards having to make the over-the-shoulder basket catch.
Evan Swain.
He's had a heck of a ball game today. Edwards over at first base, couple of run-scoring hits today, 3 runs driven in. Evan Swain had a 3-run homer in the 3rd. At the plate, takes the ball. No wind to speak of right at the moment. A little unusual for Dale Miller Field. Usually the wind always blows up here. And time called at the plate. Eli Davis at second, Carter McLean at first. They walked to lead off this inning. Evan Swain representing the game-tying run at the plate with 1 out. The 1-0. Low and away, 2 balls and no strikes. If you're Brown, you can come after Swain here. I mean, the runners out there are inconsequential. Swain's the one you got to be careful with. Another time called at the plate. Berkeley with a 3-run lead. Tap foul, 2-1. Brown's 2-1 pitch. He'll turn and throw to second for just unnecessarily turn and throw to second. That runner is inconsequential. Two-one. Swain hits a towering foul ball. Edwards going to give it a look, and this is going to be well out of play. Two balls and 2 strikes on the big left-handed hitter from Ravenswood. Parker on deck. Parkersburg trying to mount a comeback here in the bottom of the 7th. Two, and he hit him. Oh boy, he hits Swain. He'll trot down to first, and the game-winning run is at the plate.
Dave, you do have to wonder how much that hit by pitch was influenced by Brown's preoccupation with the base runners. He kept looking over towards second especially, instead of focusing, as you said, on the only batter that mattered, the guy up at the plate. You didn't need to worry about the runners, but that preoccupation may have cost him his concentration.
Even in this situation, if you get a ground ball, you let him put it in play, get the outs. You've got a 3-run lead. Pitch down in the dirt. It's a ball to Caden Parker. Parkersburg has loaded the bases without a hit yet here in the bottom of the 7th, trailing 7-4. 1 out. Parker at the plate has a hit today. The 1-0. Outside corner, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Hit in the air, opposite field. Healy ranging over to the line, makes the catch. Runner will tag from third and score, but there are 2 outs, more importantly, for Berkeley.
The designated hitter, number 10, Cooper Kincaid.
So the throw came into third. That kept the runners at first and second. So the game-tying run is still at first base. And Cooper Kincaid will come to the plate with 2 outs and 2 on. That's what you needed there. Just get the out. Keep the runners at bay. First pitch, and it's a called strike to Kincaid. Kincaid walked in the first, has been retired in his 2 subsequent plate appearances. The 0-1. Fouled away. It's 0-2. Parkersburg down to its final strike. Brown trying to slam the door on a possible Parkersburg comeback. Kincaid trying to keep post 15 alive. No balls and 2 strikes. Brown's pitch. A breaking ball off the plate. Good pitch on 0-2. Kincaid wouldn't offer, though. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Brown comes set, takes a deep breath. The 1-2 on the ground. Fielded by the shortstop. Flip to second. Ball game over. Berkeley advances, eliminating Parkersburg 7-5. Post 15 made it interesting, got the bases loaded, got the potential game-winning run to the plate, but Jameer Brown shuts the door, gets a fly ball and a ground ball, and Berkeley moving on to Saturday.
Well, Berkeley saw a few things good from them yesterday, just got away from them in that final inning, the 9th inning. Today, they put it all together. You really have to give a lot of credit to that reliever for Berkeley. Came into the game, and he shut the door, Andrew Engel. After allowing the walk, and home run to Evan Swain, he settled in nicely and gave a lot of length for post 14 in this game. Kept Parkersburg down after that delay, and then Berkeley's offense did just enough to give them a 2-run lead and a 2-run victory.
Couple of big innings. The 4th, 3 runs in the 4th, 2 runs in the 7th. Braylon Edwards today, couple of hits, drove in 3. He was the difference maker at the plate for Berkeley.
Absolutely. His approach was really, really good. Saw a few nice plays from him outside of the batter's box as well, out in the field. He did it offensively, he did it defensively, and is a big reason why post 14 is living to fight another day.
Berkeley post 14 defeats Parkersburg post 15 7-5. Coming up next, it'll be Wheeling Post 1 and the Post 60 Knights. That game scheduled for a first pitch right around 6:30. Final score once again, Berkeley 7, Parkersburg 5. For Jack Carlson, I'm Dave Wilson saying so long from Dale Miller Field.